Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for our third Facebook live event. Tonight, we are doing men's fashions through the ages. And I'd like to start first with our Viking tunic. Sean is wearing. We do them in a cotton twill, a lin, or just a lightweight cotton, embellished on the sleeves and in the neckline. With this one happens to have all the different little Viking runes and everything that is on it, and we also do it around the bottom. These run for $75 to about $125 for most. Okay. Next in our Viking wear, or Norseman wear, is Barry in our version of the Lord of the Manor, or Lord of the Ring. What we have is a faux fur, wool's fur that is detachable at the collar, comes off so you can wash actually the coat. This is made, it is actually a vinyl made to look like, they call it faux leather. Comes all the way down to the back. And you can also do this. They do them in the short sleeves, if you want to turn that way. And then they wear the bracers underneath, so when he picked out his bracers, he would get them and then they would go over top of it. This actual coat goes for $225, and you can do it in real leather and real fur if you prefer. Thank you. Next up, we have Sig, our true Viking of the house, in our men's quilted, studded doublet, V-doublet. You want to explain it?
No.
No? Okay. It is hand quilted. There is a batting underneath it, so it's worn more like a winter coat. We have satin peplums, tops, bottoms, and this is done. I totally lost what I was going to say that time.
There's satin caplets.
You just do it to me, hon.
Satin on the peplums with what kind of lace is
Battenberg.
that? Battenberg lace over top of.
It's called a red blood splatter liquid lame. That.
So it wears like a Harley jacket, so when you're like riding a horse, it rides high, so it don't cut off circulation. It's easier to get your sword out, all that good stuff. The sleeves can be worn open, if I can get them open. And you can also untie them and take them completely off. They untie, come off, so you don't have to wear them on, so it can wear as just a vest. That's about it. So,
we do this style in any kind of combination that you can come up with.
Any colors, any materials.
It's a custom piece.
It started at like $350. This one goes for about $750. So.
Thank you. Bye, honey.
Bye.
Next up, we have Sean again, and this time he's going to be our swashbuckling pirate. Come on up here, matey. I'll make you walk the plank. What Sean is demonstrating this evening is our gentleman's pirate coat. It's made in a black brocade. It has working pockets, which is a nice thing. Most of them don't. The gold buttons, we also make them in silver. These are made in any size and pretty much any color combination and any kind of trim that you can imagine. They start at $150 and they go up from there. We also do them in leather and in velvet. So, thank you. Next up, we have Barry in the Lord of the Manor, also known as the Pirate King. This is a royal purple velvet. Has the buttons that work. Also, the collar is made in a black velvet. It has the split in the back. The velvet is actually a cotton velvet. Both of them are actually. So they are worn outside. They don't spot. You don't have to worry about having to have them dry cleaned. You can actually put them in the washer and hang them up usually to dry. Okay. Thank you much. Oh, I forgot about the shirt. Our men's shirt. We do these in 3 different styles.
Yeah.
Men's shirt. This happens to be the long sleeve. Oh, let's take it off. With the button cuffs, we also do them with a tight lace cuff that laces here. The lacing in the chest is done. This one is with a buttonhole with a mandarin collar. We do the pirate shirt that also has the grommets like the ladies' corsets do, and also laces up in the front. We do them in cotton, linen, silk, and satin. Thank you.
Welcome everybody to our show.
Come on in, sir.
The shirts, they also do a almost a vampire shirt with the ruffled dicky
I
in the
forgot
front,
about
and the special order only. They usually range around $125. Depends on if you want a satin, a brocade, a crepe back satin. Depends on what you actually want out of it.
Yeah, we also do machine washable poly. It's a poly silk. It looks and feels like silk, but it's not real silk.
Right. So, hi, I'm back.
Okay. The other way that we do our doublets is actually the doublet vest.
Just about.
Just a vest. We do that. This particular one happens to be done in corduroy. It's called a wide pile. I think it's called wide pile corduroy. We can get it in any color except for red because it's the hardest color to get right now. This particular one is done with the Viking buttons on it and a loop to latch it.
Yeah.
It can also be done with grommets, and it can be done with clasps. We use the pewter ones that we get from Norway. And these start at $75?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, depends on the materials, the trims. There's such a wide variety of what we can do, or we'll work with your materials. It's really pretty easy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, next up we have a new thing added to our list. I say thing because I'm not sure if it's an animal or not. Next up is Clyde, and I'm hoping I can read this. This is Clyde's design. Let's see, it's refurbished Animotion werewolf mask. It was originally gray, but was altered to black with new higher quality fur. And what is it? Painted in the fancier region? Facial region. Okay. The jaw already moved, but modified with foam to make the jaw move more fluid. The eyes are yet to be added. We have the paws that were originally pink, and he painted them black and added the claws. You turn around and show us your tail. Fully movable, fully positional. You're considered a werewolf. Can you howl? He's learning how to do these, and eventually you'll be able to order your furs from him or from us.
Yeah, I put the name of my
Yeah, where
sort of
is that?
business.
Just say it.
As of right now, it is under Alt A-L-T Alt Paw Studios, Alt _ Paw _ Studios on Instagram. Eventually on YouTube, but as of right now, it's just on Instagram. I right now post just art, but eventually updates of these and stuff will be in the near future. But right now it's just sporadic and, you know, when I feel like it.
You can always send it to our email, and I can always get a hold of him. Thank you very much. Okay, we have one of our cloaks coming out right now. Look about. This is what's called our 3/4 or our shorter cloaks. Has the full pagan hoods. With the trim, this is the trim that we also use on our tunics. So you can actually match the trim of your cloak to the tunic that you need to. We have the armholes here. We also are thinking very much about adding pockets to it. This particular one is made out of a cotton twill. It's very good for like spring, fall, or maybe early winter. And it's done with a hook clasp up in the top. So, but as I said before, we get our clasps from Norway. Okay, thank you. Now for something warmer, Barry's coming in. These are our fleece cloaks. Again, this is totally machine washable. Rains on it, the rainwater runs right off it. It's not quite as warm as wool, but it's not as pricey as wool either. These start at $225 with the armholes.
175.
175 with the armholes, and we do them in any color that fleece comes in. You can do it. We make them 3 different lengths, and if you're extra short or extra tall, we can do that too.
Or we could add pockets on the inside.
Yes, pockets.
And it's actually a double. It's called a blizzard fleece,
Yep.
which is specifically from Joann's.
And-
It's twice as thick as normal fleece, so it gives you lots of extra warmth. All right,
Or you
that's
can just
it.
walk in.
When you walk in, we want to
Just so
show
we
the
can see the
clasp.
class.
We have the leaf on this one. It comes in the silver, a gold tone, and a pewter.
Here you go.
Well, that's this one.
Thank you.
Before we zoom out, this was the class that was on the other one.
That's our rose one. It clips on,
So-
and you can take it off to
So you
wash
can
it.
order a variety of clasps. Here's another option. And since they are unisex,
I think that's it.
we can show you when you order options.
I like your hat, darling.
Thanks.
There's another one. The silk one.
Actually, Panay.
Okay.
It's a stretch velvet. If you're interested in learning about our designs or learning anything to do with creating your own designs, you can always look to us on an email or shoot us a text and say, help, I need something, I need help doing this. I'd be more than happy to answer questions. We're thinking about doing online sewing lessons very soon. So join us, I believe, next Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, not 8 o'clock, where we are doing our Stupid Cupid Chocolate Festival. It'll be advertised better than that.
Yes.
I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. If you have any questions, feel free to ask now. I can answer them while we're online.
No questions.
No?
Nope.
Thank you very much for joining us. I look forward to getting together again with you guys. Join us next week.